Hey everyone, it's Meredith with Pop Vintage and Home. This evening I am doing a bit of ephemera for the Ready, Set, Stash collaboration hosted by Meg at Chasing Retro. I've decided to do some altered paper clips. I'm working on a junk journal for my husband. His birthday is later this month in September, and I have the junk journal mostly put together for him, and I'm just adding embellishments and stuff to the journal. And I have a couple of small pieces I've set aside that I realized would be perfect for altered paper clips. So here I am. I've got a little paper cluster, and I thought I'd try to make this into an altered paper clip. I haven't made an altered paper clip in a while. It's been a while, so I am trying to figure things out here, and I'm fumbling along a little bit, as you'll see. I learned to make altered paper clips after seeing one in a journal I bought from Diane Hubert at Pretty Pink Cottage. You see there's a completed altered paper clip on my craft table, and that's the one that came out of the journal I bought from Diane. And so I used that as a model, and I figured out how to put one together. So I'm trying to make one out of this paper cluster, but you'll see in a moment it just doesn't quite work out. So I'm assembling the cluster here. It's got a little picture of a duck on it. And let's see. And I'm realizing that the paper cluster is not going to lend itself to an altered paper clip. So I have these teeny tiny images of Stephen King books that I clipped out of a vintage magazine, and I'm going to try turning these into altered paper clips. These individual images I think are going to lend themselves much better to an altered paper clip than the paper cluster did. My husband is a big fan of Stephen King, so that's why I clipped these out of the magazine, because when I saw them, I knew I was going to eventually put a junk journal together for him. So I saved them in an envelope. And so now I'm going to put them in his journal. At first I thought I would try cutting out the cardstock with an X-Acto knife, and then I realized a scissor will be much easier. So I take the little clipping, I put some glue on the back of it, I stick it down to a piece of white cardstock, and then you'll see I just cut it out. I just cut around the edges. And I think there's certainly more than one way, more than one method for making altered paper clips. This is just the method that I'm comfortable with and makes sense to me and is easiest for me. So basically what you do is you take two pieces of paper and you put a paper clip kind of between them, and you glue them together with the longer prong of the paper clip sticking out the back piece of paper. Hopefully this will make more sense as I go along with the demonstration. So now I am just getting the second matching piece of cardstock to use as the back. matching things up, cutting it to size. Hope this isn't too boring for you all to sit through and watch. And I realize I did a terrible job of staying in frame, so sorry about that. So just trimming the edges. Are you a Stephen King fan? If you like Stephen King, leave a comment, let me know. I read some of his books when I was in 7th or 8th grade. I read quite a few of them. I was on kind of a horror kick, and then I scared myself silly and I stopped reading horror for the rest of my life, and I don't like any of that stuff now, but my husband gravitates toward it. So I'm putting the paper clip, I'm clipping it onto the back piece. Really too bad I wasn't in frame here. I'm just trying to make sure everything matches up. I slide that paper clip on the back piece. Align my paper clip. Put down the glue on the inside. That's going to be the inside. And then put the top layer there. And I just press it all together to make sure it seals. And boom, there's the back of the paper clip. Pressing, making sure it sticks, making sure it's not going to fall apart. A little bit more trimming. And there, one down. Now I have this teeny tiny image of the book cover from Pet Sematary, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take the image, I'm going to glue it down on the cardstock. Then I'm going to cut it out, and then, cut the same shape, then glue the two pieces together with the paper clip in between the two pieces. Pet Sematary was one of the Stephen King books I read in the 7th grade, and that was the book that did me in. After Pet Sematary, I was like, I can't read any more of this stuff. It's too scary. I was literally afraid that ghosts of animals were gonna come appearing out of the hallway outside my bedroom. Which I suppose speaks to the effectiveness of Stephen King's writing and the gift that he has for creating atmosphere and getting people's imaginations to kind of go crazy. Now I'd much rather read. I prefer nonfiction these days. I read a lot of nonfiction. Doing our little cuts. So I must say I'm really happy with the way my nails look in this video. I painted my nails Sunday night, and they came out pretty good, and the nail polish, it's now Thursday, the nail polish has held up very well, so I'm very psyched. And as you can tell, because I did such a poor job keeping everything in frame, I'm kind of trying to talk through this video by talking about nonsense topics like my nails and scary books. But hopefully you'll find it a little entertaining. And heck, the video is only 11 minutes, so. And there I go with the little paper clip. We get the glue out. And wait for it. Voila! Instant altered paperclip. There you have it, folks. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed this short video. I am loving this collaboration, Ready Set Stash. Head on over to Meg's channel, Chasing Retro, for more information and for a playlist with all of the creators who are participating in this collaboration. I'm putting the original altered paperclip back into this wonderful little junk journal from Diane Hubert. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!